Today's episode is brought to you by the First Amendment of the Constitution of the United States, protecting your right to say dumb shit and worship false idols, or not, since 1791. I'm Reverend Dan. I'm here in the home of Iowa's strongest grandmother, Jan Hoosier. Today we're going to be doing fried potatoes and grilled cheese sandwiches with home-baked bread. Stay tuned.
Oh, that's the best part right there, the heel.
The heel?
And we're gonna go. That. Red. That probably is all we're going to need for tonight.
Yeah, I take some leftovers over for Devil Girl and
Is that going to be enough for leftovers though?
one
more.
more. Unfortunately, Devil Girl could not be with me tonight. She is feeling under the weather. Get better, Amy.
I second that emotion. Alright, I'm going to start the potatoes.
Okay.
So we're going to get this going at about medium. Get it hot like you would. I would prefer to have a cast iron skillet, but this is what I've got for tonight. But you want to heat up your pan first.
Okay.
And the reason why is because if you don't, your potatoes are going to stick.
Yeah.
So you want to heat up your pan first and then put your oil in or whatever, and then your potatoes after that. So we're going to, I don't want to edit this out, but we're going to heat up the pan first and we'll have to wait for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're heating up the pan first. Did you get that? Okay.
And then I use, I'm going to do it like out on the farm. So I'm going to use oil and butter together.
Okay.
Normally, right now I use olive oil for healthy cooking, but we're going to do it differently tonight, so.
We don't need no healthy cooking tonight.
So when this gets hot enough, and I'm just going to kind of, go by how it feels to me, then I'm going to start putting the oil in and then the butter, and then you don't want to let it smoke at all, with the butter in there, so then right after that, then we'll add the potatoes. So with the potatoes, you would take, I used russets because I think they have the less starch of any of them for fried potatoes. Okay? And so how I did this was...
Yeah, for the mashed potatoes we use the baby reds because the crystalline structure is finer than the russets.
Right.
It lends itself to the creamy mash, but you don't want to mash the russets because they're so coarse and tough. And
so that's why you want to use those for fried potatoes.
They're good for fried potatoes and they're good for fried potatoes, French fries, baking. They're good for baked potatoes.
So then what I did earlier today, I got them all ready. They're ready to here in the bowl. Okay. What I did earlier is I washed them off, real good, scrub them, and then you just take your, my mom used to call it a butcher knife. Yeah. And you just want to make one there, and you're not going to use that. One here. And then just like you're slicing and dicing any vegetable, you just want to try to make your slices as even as you can. And if
we're not making potato chips here.
and if they're not perfect, that's fine, because I'm not a perfectionist, but not when it comes to cooking. So we try, but whatever. So anyway, that's how I did it.
Potato chips were invented by a guy in New York. He had a customer that was complaining that the fried potatoes were not cut thin enough. So the guy, being a smartass, decides he's going to cut them so thin you can see through them, and he fries them up and turns them into potato chips. That's how that started.
Well, that's not, and you'll see from, I have other ones that are like way thick, but anyway. So anyway, that's what I did earlier today. And then they're real starchy right now.
Yeah.
They're very starchy.
Yeah.
So you put them in water and you let them kind of just sit there in the water. I did like 4 or 5 different potatoes. And then you can see the starch right in the water.
Yeah.
So you want to rinse that off.
Yeah.
And then, so right now I have this clear water covering my potatoes. And then I let them, my mom used to, she taught me to make sure that they're cold when you put them in the pan.
Okay.
And so they're cold. I just got them out of the fridge. And so they're ready to go. And all I have to do is strain them and let them dry, a little bit. Had them dry a little bit before we put them in the hot oil. It's already going to be hot. So I'll strain them.
Okay. I zoomed it in, so I'm trying to keep both of us in frame.
Okay. That one is too starchy. I don't want it to mess up all the other stuff.
We don't like starch, ladies and gentlemen.
But the strongest woman in Iowa loves her wine, so I like to cook with wine. Sometimes I put it in the food.
Sounds like spoiled grapes to me.
You can edit that out if you'd like, but I like to have a little wine.
Okay, she says her pan's starting to get nice over here, so what she's doing now, she's got canola oil. Just about any store brand oil will work. This is... Yeah, don't show the brand name.
Okay, sorry about that.
Heaven forbid. We're not being paid by them, so we're not going to show the brand names. But yeah, any brand of canola oil, they're all about the same, whether they're made by Plug, Conagra, or anybody else. But she's adding, looks like, how much butter are you putting in there?
2 tablespoons, maybe.
As much as that splatter, good thing you're not naked.
That's too hot. Go ahead, too hot.
Let's scorch
Too
it.
hot.
Too hot.
All right,
She burnt the butter.
Edit, too hot. Sorry.
It smells like burnt popcorn in here.
Alright. Guess I learned. You can tell I don't do this very often.
This will hit the blooper reel at the end.
Good job. Okay, turn it down.
While she's fucking up the butter, I'm going to tell you about the grilling cheese that we got today. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I said grilling cheese. We got sharp cheddar. We got mozzarella. I'll probably end up using both. We got this nice sliced homemade bread. This will stiffen up real nice. Because we're not actually making grilled cheese. We're making pizzazz pizza oven cheese. Alright? Now, you can get a pizzazz just about anywhere. Walmart, Kmart, Target, Blaine's Farm and Fleet. They don't have it at Best Buy for whatever reason, but we all know when you have a pizzazz, the plate thing just gets all nasty and funky. It's almost impossible to clean because it's got all those dimples in it. Well, you can put aluminum foil over top of that. Even though it says don't, that's perfectly fine because once you've used that about 8 or 9 times, the plate's toast anyway. So go ahead and put aluminum foil on that. We're gonna butter one side of these slices, sprinkle a little Italian seasoning on it, put the cheese on the other side, put it on the pizzazz cheese side up. You guys will see that later. Kids, don't try this at home. We're trained professionals.
It might have had something to do with wine, but no, I would say no. That's much better. Oh, that's sexy.
Look at that. It's not turning brown. It's just white and creamy, and it's full of all kinds of sexiness and
all kinds of cholesterol.
Oh yeah, cholesterol's good for you. Keeps your arteries and veins lubricated.
All right. So now we have our drained potatoes that have been sitting in cold water for a couple hours. It's going to go right in there. You kind of want to keep it at medium high to high level.
Salt, salt, whether it comes out of the ground or comes from the sea.
I like pepper. Do you like pepper?
Yes.
Does Amy like pepper?
Amy likes pepper.
We're going to do pepper. And you let that kind of settle in for a bit, and then it'll get nice and crusty brown on the bottom, and then I'll turn it, and then I'll cover it.
Guys, you gotta see this really neat thing she has for the butter. This pottery, okay? You open it up, and you see it's got water in it. Well, it keeps the butter fresh. Look at that. Fresh butter.
And spreadable.
And it's spreadable because it's at room temperature. And it's real butter. Made from cow's milk. So I'm going to try to get started on these sandwiches. Wash your hands. Remove your jewelry. Always wash your hands when you're preparing food.
You never wash your hands enough.
Ooh, naughty, she has this soap with this microcrystalline beads in it. This plastic shit.
That's all it is, I don't know, Bath and Body Works soap.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to buy with these beads in it for much longer.
Is that true?
Yeah, he is outlawing it.
Oh, wow.
Well, because the plastic doesn't break down and it gets in the waterways. And little fishies eat it and they die.
Well, that's not good then. I would not know. I did not know that.
Alright, now that's done.
Yeah, we got some brownness going on over here.
Uh-oh, brownness.
These are called American fries.
Yes.
Well, not enough brownness to turn yet.
This shit freaks me out just a little bit. Now look at that. It's spreadable.
Nice, huh?
Look at that. Oh, look at that.
You learn something new every day.
Learn something. I'm going to have to buy one of these.
Now, you got to remember to change your water every day, though.
Oh, I'm not going to buy one of those because Reverend Dan's lazy as shit. Now I've got the butter spread on the toast. And I have made too much toast to put it on the pizzazz all at once. So we're going to have to do this in shifts. Be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, I forgot the seasonings. This is just regular, what they call Italian seasoning. You buy it in the spice aisle at the grocery store. Same stuff we put in the mashed potatoes the other day.
That's a garlic sauce?
Nah.
That looks really good.
So you see what I've done here with the pizzazz. You got cheddar, mozzarella, and cheddar, mozzarella. Actually, this is going to make one sandwich and that's going to make one sandwich, okay? Now when you plug in the pizzazz, it's going to start spinning right away. That doesn't mean it's cooking. You actually have to set this time. You have to set this switch. We're going to set it to dual like it is right now.
So both the bottom and the top element are working.
Yep. And we're going to set this to about 12 minutes. We're going to wait for that cheese to get good and melty.
Old-fashioned spatula here from the farm.
Okay.
And oh my gosh, oh look at this, now watch this.
It is the freaking... Alright.
That is beautiful. Yum, yum.
Okay, I think I've got the pizzazz set right now. Be careful when you put your foil on there that it doesn't start hitting the edges of the... whatever. It's spinning freely, so we'll come back to this here in a little bit.
And the reason why you put the foil on was because of the disc was too brown.
Yeah, the disc. People with cast iron stuff call it seasoned. I call it dirty. So yeah, just like I said, it's perfectly fine to put aluminum foil over that. Just be careful how you wrap it so that it doesn't get stuck. As if you get stuck while you're rotating around here, you will sit in one spot and you'll burn your cheese.
You know,
So, do you know the difference between an ice cream float and a root beer float?
I do not.
Well, I'll tell you. A root beer float, you float the root beer on top of the ice cream. The ice cream goes in...
And the bottom of the...
The ice cream goes in the bottom, and then you pour the root beer over the top.
Okay.
With an ice cream float, the opposite happens. You put the liquid in first, and you put the ice cream on top.
Okay.
There's something today, didn't you? Ladies and gentlemen, don't do this at home. I just pulled it off with my bare hands. Look at that. Sexy.
Make an appointment at hrblock.com. It's refund season.
Yay!
Get your money.
Subject to $100 minimum charge. Last year's receipt.
I know it.
Limits on offer at participating locations.
Then I offered you the spatula.
She did too. Safety third.
And science proves.
All right. Well, we're gonna let those do. Let those cool off a bit, and they'll finish stiffening up.
That looks really good.
So that's going to be our sandwiches. Jen will have another sandwich for her for tomorrow or whatever, and then Amy's sandwich because she's at home sick. And we miss her.
Yes, we do. Hey, Amy. Hey, down home, you got a good dew on these potatoes.
Look at that. Oh, those are some sexy spuds.
They are some. This is what you call American fries. You can't get this uptown.
Yeah, you can.
Not like this.
No, you can't.
So they're ready to go.
I even eat your heart out. Your guys can't cook like that.
So you'll have to ask the questions because I don't know where to start.
So tell me about these. You're a state and national record holder
Yes, I am.
in your weight class and age.
Yes.
How's that work?
Yes. Well, it was a surprising deal. And what happened was a friend of mine and we were going to a trainer, and we were lifting heavy weights, and we were doing squats and deadlifts and bench press, and we were just playing with it, just having fun. And one night, the trainer, after we were done, we were stretching and whatever, he was looking at his phone, and we were like, okay. And he says, do you gals know that you could probably break some records if you went to a meet? And we're like, no way. So, I don't know, it took us maybe 2 or 3 months maybe after that, me and my weightlifting partner, that we decided to go ahead and just actually join, put the money in and commit to it.
You know,
We did, and we ended up, both of us got medals, and they're not participation medals. They're nicely, nice heavy, mine's a first place medal, and hers, she got second in the state and stuff, so. But it all depends on how you know, what your weight is and what your age is, and we're both different weight, different age, so. But yes, I ended up being, not even knowing what it was going to be, you know, when I started, but I ended up, between the 3 lifts, I lifted 505 pounds, and at 56 years old, in my weight class, I was the national and state champion in those groups. So, a lot of protein went into my body there for a few months.
protein. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, Reverend Dan has a dirty mind.
There's a damn good dew on these potatoes.
Oh yeah, these are great. Well, like I said, the strongest Gramma in the state of Iowa.
Yeah.
I can't believe you're putting ketchup on your potatoes.
dear. I'm ketchup queen.
Now we know she grew up on a farm.
Yep. See?
Burnt steak and ketchup on your potatoes.
Careful how you address the queen.
If I have welts on me later, you're gonna know. Okay, we're back and we're gonna do these root beer floats. Need a scoop? This is awful. This is oh, we got more shit from that Pampered Chef. Anyway, you just kind of fill up your glasses with ice cream.
Join satisfied clients like Victoria. She owed the IRS $32,000. They accepted $300. She saved $81,700. Leroy owes $21,000. The IRS accepted $500, and he saved
But anyway,
$500. Get fast IRS tax relief and save too. Call 800-581-3990.
Getting this?
The IRS threatened to shut down your business, freeze your bank accounts, take your home, your cars, or garnish your wages. You may qualify for special programs to stop
Did
this
I tell
process.
ya?
Get fast
Dip
IRS
it.
tax relief. The industry experts with negotiating with the IRS with an A rating with
Anyway.
the Business Bureau. Call today and the IRS will be contacted.
That's pretty much how you do that. You just fill up your glasses with ice cream.
Call the fast IRS
And
tax relief hotline.
if you're an alcoholic,
881-3990. 800-581-3990.
you don't have to use
That's 800
this here fancy liquored up root beer. See, we got a commercial on the radio right now. Coney Island Hard Root Beer.
That's pretty cool.
For that hard root beer taste. Because plain root beer sucks. And you just kind of pour these over.
And that's the difference between a root beer float and an ice cream float.
Yep, ice cream float, you put the ice cream on top. Root beer float, you put the root beer on top. Well, I had no idea that alcoholic root beer would foam up so bad.
Look how it's.
Reverend Dan gives good head. Anyway, while we're waiting for this to settle, you want to explain this thing you put on the counter over here?
Oh, it's just the medal I got for being national champion in my weight class. From the UPA, United, Powerlifting Association of America. I can squat and deadlift, but I can't bench press really.
So how much do you deadlift?
My deadlifted, I think it was 265. I don't know.
That's 35 pounds more than I weigh.
I know I only bench pressed 85, so the other two were the other I don't remember. I had to look it up. But obviously I'm on a break right now, so I'm not all that into it. Yeah.
Look at that grilled cheese.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, look at that.
I know, right?
That's gorgeous. Gorgeous.